The craziest thing that ever happened to me on stage. One of the things that you have to learn how to do as a conductor is to separate your two hands in your brain. You want to try an exercise?
Sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
All-star.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到 cello Coco。你们知道指挥家们到底在台上是在挥什么吗？那今天呢，我非常开心邀请到我的指挥家朋友 Jacob。
来
到这边跟大家分享指挥家的工作到底在台上干什么。那我觉得他们的工作是在音乐界里面最让普遍的人看不懂，但是也是最重要最难的工作之一，真的可以让整个乐团的声音差得非常非常的多。Okay, Jacob, what's the role of the conductor?
The main role of the conductor is to get a bunch of musicians like yourself to play together, play with the same emotion, feeling, tempo, style. So Ko is a cellist in the cello section. She has to play with her own section, but then the cello section has to play with the violin section and the flute section, and the conductor has to bring all of those very talented musicians together to make one big orchestral sound. It's a little bit like the coach of a soccer team or something. You have a bunch of very good players, but the conductor has to give everybody instructions so that they're all on the same page, they all understand what's going on, and so they can coordinate to have the best possible team in the case of soccer, or the best possible orchestral sound in the case of a conductor.
So what are conductors actually doing on stage?
So on stage, you probably see the conductor waving their arms around. What we're doing is using a form of non-verbal communication, because we can't actually say what we want the musicians to do on stage because it's a performance, so you can't talk. But instead, we're showing all of those things that we talked about, the tempo, the style, the character, with our hands, so that we can signal that to the musicians without actually talking. So we normally use the right hand. If you see the conductor's right hand beating and giving these short little clicks, that's to show the tempo and the speed, and often you can show a lot of different things with your right hand. And the left hand is used more for other things like expression, louder, softer, shorter, longer, all these more expressive elements of music that you also want to show. So we have two hands, we have our face, we have our eyes, we use all of that to show things to the musicians without actually saying anything.
So how do you practice that?
One of the things that you have to learn how to do as a conductor is to separate your two hands in your brain.
Yeah.
Like a pianist, you play piano.
Yeah, I play piano.
Playing one rhythm in the left hand and playing another rhythm in the right hand is very hard for beginning pianists. So for conductors, we have to be able to do two totally different things with our hands. You want to try an exercise?
Sure.
So with our left hand, we're going to draw a square.
Okay.
So with the right hand, we're going to draw, let's do an easy one.
Okay.
Triangle. So I'll show you how to do it, and then you try it. So at the same time, so if I'm drawing a square and a triangle, go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Your turn.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
All-star.
Right, should I switch to conducting?
Maybe. Okay, now try this one.
Okay.
5, pentagon.
Okay.
6, hexagon.
Okay, you do first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I just messed up. You try it.
Okay. Wait, so 5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No.
It's hard. This one is really hard. If you can do that, ready to be a conductor. Clearly I can't do that. So.
好，所以现在呢 ，Jacob 要示范在正常情况下他会怎么指挥这首曲子。我们现在要来拉布拉姆斯的第2号交响曲。
All right, so we'll start with the normal one.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna give Ko some changes. These won't be crazy changes, but just little changes to the normal, and we'll see if she can follow them.
Okay.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, now we'll do one more. Crazy changes.
Okay.
See
I
if
thought
you
that
can
one
follow
was
it.
pretty crazy.
This one's gonna be even crazier.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Pretty good.
That was pretty crazy. Yeah.
That was pretty good though.
Just trying to screw me up.
Kind of trying to screw you up.
Right.
But see, I think, so what Ko knows about following conductors from seeing tons of conductors is that there are some gestures that I didn't have to say anything and we could change a lot. This means shorter, this means longer, this means faster, this means slower, louder, softer. And I didn't have to say anything, but you could probably hear how much we changed the excerpt just in those 3 different times.
Okay, let's do another one. 这个是莫扎特的第35号交响曲第4乐章。Okay, should we do the normal one?
Normal one.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good at cello. This is a tough excerpt.
Yeah, I haven't practiced for a while, but
So now I'll add a couple little things.
okay.
Pretty good. Lots of different tempo changes.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna do a crazy one.
Crazy one. Okay.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, he's just trying to,
Just messing with you a little
Yeah.
bit. But hey, if you can follow that, you can follow anything. Let's look at some videos and it'll be a good demonstration of how conductors are using their hands. I like this guy because he's actually, you see, in this video, he's not using his right hand to show the tempo. He's just kind of dancing to the music. What's interesting is that quick conducting tip or point about this video. Very fun to watch this video, and he's dancing, and it's very funny, and a lot of his motions look like the music.
Yeah.
As a conductor, you have to show things to the musicians before they play them. If you're showing them while they're playing them, like if you're actually dancing,
it's a little late, right?
It's late because they're getting the information as they're playing.
Right.
So this looks very good and it's fun to watch. Really, if you're trying to change the sound and get something, you have to show it early.
Ahead.
So if it's happening on the downbeat, you have to show it on the upbeat. So if you want them to play softly, instead of going on the downbeat, you have to go before they play.
就是指挥的时候呢，他们通常都是事先告诉我们下一秒要干嘛，而不是说在当下，因为这样就太晚了。Yeah.
Exactly. Next one.
Another one.
Famous. Oh, Leonard Bernstein.
Wait, does this happen a lot?
That has never happened to me, dropping a baton. But clearly, it's happened to him before because he was prepared and he's about to pull out another baton. There you go. He had a backup. So, quiz, what piece was that?
Cannot. Not like I know, but.
I'm sure you know it. Bum, bum, bum,
Da,
bum,
da,
bum,
da,
bum,
da,
bum,
ba,
bum,
da.
Yeah.
Ah, what is that?
Sibelius 2.
Okay. Wait, here's another one. We are playing this next week.
We're playing this next week. I'm conducting. Actually, so this is the Firebird scream. I've seen that happen in a concert before, a similar thing.
Yeah, right.
Not quite a loud scream, but the audience got scared.
Yeah.
So what do you think about next week? If we end, the previous movement ends very quietly.
Right.
Get really quiet. And then the conductor goes like this. So in front of your body, no one from the audience can see because they're looking at your back, and you could just go boom.
Yeah.
Scare everybody.
That's what happened, right?
The audience can't see the beat, and so then
Yeah, the audience didn't expect that.
Yeah.
So it was just a
maybe we
shocking
should try to
moment.
do that.
Yeah, you should.
Think about it. This guy is my favorite. Dancing around a lot here too, but I like him actually because he's also, you can see with his right hand, he's keeping the tempo, but lots of energy. This is a piece where the players don't really need the conductor that much. They just need a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't want to play for that guy? You would have a good time playing for that guy.
I mean, a lot of times conductors actually like that the orchestra play. Yeah.
And sometimes you don't need to keep the tempo, you just need to be energetic.
Right.
So I like this guy.
So what's the craziest thing that ever happened to you on stage?
The craziest thing that ever happened to me on stage.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I remember is I was doing a concert one time, and it was in college. It was a concert at midnight on Halloween, and I was conducting. Yeah, so
Okay.
super late on Halloween. And the orchestra, traditionally, this was kind of a party concert. Some people had a few drinks before the concert in the orchestra, and it was mainly my job just to like try to keep everybody together and have it not fall apart.
Yeah.
And so we were playing the soundtrack to Up. Do you know the movie Up?
Yeah. That.
Do you know this? There's this big piano solo in the
Yes.
Up soundtrack.
Right.
And we were coming to it, and I was looking over, ready to cue the pianist. And the pianist was asleep with his head down on the keyboard, like this, completely asleep in the performance. And so it was coming up. I was trying to get someone else to go over, signal, because of course can't say anything in the performance, trying to get their attention, go over and wake up the pianist. No one could figure it out, and so we had like a minute of silence. Just complete silence, no piano solo. So that was the craziest thing that ever happened to me on stage. Wild.
下次如果你去听音乐会，可以注意一下指挥跟音乐家们之间的关系，看看这一次你能不能比较看得懂他们在干嘛。
Please remember to like and rate this video and subscribe to the Cello Coco channel.
记得帮我按赞、订阅我的频道和开启小铃铛。那我们就下次见喽，拜拜。Yes! Woo!
Nailed it? Okay, ready?
So.
Should I do this?
Sure. So I will be like. Wait,
Can I be sitting like this?
Sure.